Good morning. This is Mr. Duncan calling from Achievement First. May I speak to the parent of AFENYMS?
Yeah, this is his mom.
I'm the Dean of Students here. And I wanted to just speak to you a little bit regarding AFENYMS' referral that he received from class today. You have about 5 minutes to speak?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just gonna say it right up front. Like, it's in the middle of the day. You're calling me. You've gotten a referral. Like, it's probably some mess or some part of the ridiculous system that you guys have there, and it's frustrating. So, sure, go ahead, take 5 minutes.
Got it. First, I just want to start by saying it seems like there's been something else that's been going on or something else that happened, and just from what I'm hearing about it being in the middle of the day and calling about our demerit system, I definitely want to just address any concerns that you have regarding the system or anything, or just really give you the space to just communicate what's going on. Also, just talk about what's going on today. Will that be okay if you talk about what else is going on, just so we can get to the bottom of any issues?
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing going on other than I get calls from his teachers, and I'm getting a call from you. You've gotten referred, and it's probably just off task, and then you then just gave him a referral.
Right.
And so I'm frustrated.
That totally makes sense. All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll talk about the referral today, and then afterwards we'll just move to any other concerns, anything you have, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Regarding his referral today, Ola was in math class today, and there were several times where he wasn't meeting his teacher's expectations. Start completing his classwork. There were times where he constantly was getting out of his seat and going over to his friends to either talk or play around. And after earning several corrections, the teacher just spoke to him and informed him that if he wasn't able to get to work, that he would have to leave class to go reflect. And afterwards, Ola got really upset. He refused to do his work, and he just put his head down. And his teacher attempted to speak to him, but he wasn't responsive, and his teacher called me in to come speak to him. So I did pull him out of class, but at that point, he was already referred. So while speaking to Ola, he explained to me that he understands the impact of his actions. He was playing around, he owned it. And he was really just upset about something that happened the previous day and just wasn't invested into doing his work in class today. And that's when he communicated with me, and he was able to complete a thoughtful reflection about his behavior and the impact of his behavior during that time.
Okay, but you talked to him, but the 4 or 5 times that the teacher, the math teacher, whoever this math teacher is, right? He gave him corrections. He gave him corrections. At any point, did he ask Ola what's going on? Why are you acting like this? Maybe there is stuff that's going on, and this is why I'm frustrated because you're not listening to him during the class. You're just sending him out, and now he's missing class time.
Right.
And now I'm getting a call saying he's missed class time. He's missing work time, and then when his grade falls, I'm gonna have to have another call with you guys, and it's
Right.
because you're not addressing it from the beginning.
Right. I can see your point. All of Ola's behavior was more of him playing around versus him wanting to be heard about something. And in speaking to Ola was upset the previous day that he wasn't able to share out his answer for his exit ticket. And I understand the importance of a kid sharing out because that shows that they're invested into their work, and I want kids to be able to share out. And unfortunately, it just wasn't enough time. So what Ola was encouraged... Yeah, 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, what Ola was encouraged to do beforehand was to speak to the teacher about that, just to let them know that he wants to share his work, and Ola never went back and followed up. So Ola owned that, I just didn't go follow up, so I never had that conversation. I was still upset. And I think if he would have followed through and following up with the teacher would have heard that and probably would have started the day off in a much better mood. But Ola just failed to do what he committed to doing, which was following up with his teachers. And unfortunately, that led to him still being mad and then being referred. And I just want to let you know that one may affect the other, but it's not right. So Ola may have still been mad that he didn't follow up with his teacher, but it doesn't excuse his behavior. And that's more so what I'm concerned about. Since we already had a conversation about how to follow up with that teacher, I'm now more concerned about his behavior and the impact that he's having on other kids in the class who's just like Ola, want to share, want to learn, and unfortunately they're not able to because of his misbehaviors, if that makes sense. That's more so what we both pulled out of the conversation today. And I hear you, we need to make sure we're speaking to Ola and make sure there's nothing else going on. But honestly, this was more of Ola wanting to play around well as him not following through on his commitment of going to the teacher.
So like maybe like the teachers aren't calling on him because, and Ola said this to me before, like the teacher calls on all the other students and he doesn't call on Ola, and like that's not fair to my kid. And I mean my kids, I get it. There's one teacher has 35 students. That's a lot of students that to watch, but then you can't get my kid in trouble and say like, oh, he's not participating because he didn't come and talk to me. Like, it's not my kid's responsibility to go and talk to the teacher to say, hey, teacher, like, I want to participate in class. Like, the teacher needs to be fair about that.
Yeah, I agree. Let me ask you a question. If Ola would have followed up with his teacher and went to him and spoke to him, do you think Ola would have been able to communicate that to his teacher?
I mean, I think that there needs to be some sort of system set in place. Like, if that's what you're expecting a 13-year-old to do and, like, go up to a teacher and say, hey, I actually want to participate, rather than like putting it on the teacher to say, hey, like let me just like make participation fair for everyone, then fine, like let's put a system into place and like let's talk to Ola about that. But I think that we also need to then talk to the teacher and say like, why aren't you calling on all the students and like why is that not a fair distribution?
Right. I agree, and your concern is valid, and I want to make sure that that's what the case is. And until we speak to the teacher, we can't really just say that that's the case. And like hearing your concern, I am gonna follow with the teacher, and not in a way of like you did something wrong, I need to come follow with you, but just to gain even more clarity about the situation to ensure that the teachers are spreading around participation in class and they're calling on everyone. But again, like this is more about what Ola is in control of and what he can do. And I think his biggest mistake was after speaking to me, not following up with his teacher, because we do have that system in place of if you ever need to speak to a teacher or communicate anything, you have the ability to, and you have just an open floor to share what's going on. And again, the fact that he didn't, I think that was the biggest missed opportunity for him to make that connection with his teacher and to let his teacher know, like, hey, you're fully calling on all the scholars to participate, and it's hindering him in this way. And I think that could have been communicated had Ola followed through.
Okay, so like, what do we do from here? Because I don't want to get any more of these calls saying like, Ola's just, like disturbing the class because he's like not participating. He's not participating because he's not getting called on. It seems like it's a bit of a vicious circle, and I'm advocating for my child here. Like, I want you to call on him, even if he doesn't have all the right answers all the time. Like, let him learn that lesson. But like, I don't want to keep getting calls saying that he's like fooling around and like he's gonna get in trouble for that because like he's a kid, so obviously he's gonna fool around, but also like call on my child and like give him a fair chance to like answer in class.
Right.
So what's the solution here?
So I think the solution is twofold. One, I think we already took care of the solution about Ola being called on and participation. I think is like we all just agreed. One, Ola need to follow up when he has that space to do so. And two, we need to make sure that teachers are spreading around on participation. I think we're already taking care of that. Would you agree that that's the terms that we can come to with that?
Yeah, but I want to know that like the teacher also understands that this is like a bigger deal, and like I'm happy to like chat with the teacher as well, but like I trust you to like play the middleman, and that's fine. But like let me know what the teacher says.
Right, I can definitely follow with you after I speak to the teacher. So we're gonna move on past that because I think we're in agreement to that. And I think what's the next steps with Ola? I think again, if he's feeling any certain kind of way, just like he named his reflection, he doesn't resort to misbehaving as a way of expressing what's going on with him. He ensures that he's still meeting all expectations, and after class he follows up with us. I think that's the biggest thing, and I think one of the things that I want to see us do is as parent and staff is make sure we're aligned on that message that no matter what's going on, you misbehaving in class is not acceptable and is not tolerated. And then if there's ever a time where you're struggling with something and you need to communicate it to your mom or to myself, then he has the ability to do so. Would you agree with that? Or do you see, another scenario working out or playing out in this case?
No, I think that that's fine. I think that he also, like, the way I'm advocating for him, I need him to advocate for himself.
Right.
So, like, part of that needs to be, like, if you're not getting called on, you need to talk to the teacher and say, like, fine, go, you want to get answered on. And then the response to that isn't fooling around in class. It's that, like, you quietly wait and then go talk to the teacher after school again. Right.
I agree. And is there any other strategies that you have that works best with Ola at home? Like, if he's ever like not meeting my expectations, here's what I do, and like here's some things you can do in school as well.
I mean, I check in with him pretty frequently, which sounds like we're going to start doing, just because it sounds like it's a little bit necessary. And I think that that helps just because it makes him feel heard. Like, he is a really shy kid, and he doesn't always have all the right answers, but like, I mean, you know him, I know him,
Right.
like, he's really motivated to do this work, and a lot of times he gets bored or frustrated, and that's what he acts up. And so, like, just check in with him and be like, and encourage his teachers to check in with him, because I think that's really important. So that way that way he knows that he's heard and is cared for.
Right, I agree. And I'll definitely make sure to implement those strategies as well. I definitely want to thank you for your time. And again, it sounds like we were able to take care of both situations. If there's something else, let me know. But I think we were able to take care of both situations. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Okay, no problem, man. Looking forward to talking to you, and looking forward to reaching out to you at the end of the day, just to let you know the growth that he's made throughout the week. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.